Aha. Aha. Anyways, guys, before we even start, please don't forget to click that like button. Come on, it only takes 1 second, right? Just 1 second. Click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We are trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to comment. I don't care what you say, right? As long as you are positive, and even if you don't have anything to say. I like a lot of you who have just been dropping one emoji. I mean, like, drop one emoji if you're laughing like me, or are you crying? Are you jumping the bridge? Because, hey, I try to warn you, right? So please, come on. I want to thank all of you personally who have been subscribing, liking, sharing, everything. You are really, really helping the channel to reach a lot of people. So please, we're trying to make it 5,000 subscribers. It's not a big deal. We can get there we can get there today. If everybody that's watched my video subscribes, we're going to get to 5,000 subscribers in less than a week. All right? So, man, thank you. Thank you so much for those of you who are really helping out. Anyways, that on the side, I was trying to put a serious face for all these few seconds, man. I was trying to put a serious face. But, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, you guys already you guys already know the drill, right? Yeah. I try to warn you, right? Didn't I tell you? People are manipulating the market. I try to tell you, but oh well, we're in the bear market. First, we're going to look at the 24 hours market performance. Right after that, we will check out prices in details. Well, there's not much to look at over there, but hey, we're going to look at it, right? It's a habit of mine. I always do it. Whether the market is going up or down, I like to look at the market to anticipate my next move, right? And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm here. I want to serve as a personal motivator. That was the whole reason why I created this channel. You don't know exactly what you are capable of until you try it. You understand? For me, it clicked one day. I've told you guys how it started for me. It clicked one day. And once it clicked, I started searching, and that journey has led me to my circle to completely change. You know, they say when you start to hang out with hustlers, you become a hustler. You understand? The same thing goes when you start to hang out with millionaires, billionaires, you will become a millionaire. Unless you are, unless something is wrong up here, unless your mindset is different, which again, I've seen it. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've seen people that are in a group that don't belong. Okay, because everybody cannot become a leader. Okay, there is always has to be a leader, and there is the rest of them are born to be natural followers. Okay, it's up to you to figure out what you are. To figure out, are you part of the 99% that always follow the crowd, or are you part of that 1% that sits back and like, everybody's running? You sit first and check, why are they running? Ask that question. Why are you running? Maybe you didn't need to run at all. Maybe you could just walk. I mean, like, yeah, everybody's going south. Okay, why are you going south? What is wrong with the north? Maybe whatever they are running away from is in that south where they are running to, right? And the salvation destination is the north that they are running away from. Do you understand? Those are the kind of things. And then you start to think about it. In this journey, we are trying to go from 0 to a multi-millionaire status. That's what we're trying to do. And to do that, we need to be part of the movements that are going to make us that money. Okay? And there's some investment term, okay? I never understood it until I really got into this journey. They usually say the higher the risk, the more money you make. I did not understand this thing. I was like, how? It doesn't make any sense. How? What you want to tell me that the higher the risk that I take, the more money that I make? How? And the one day I met one of my friends. He like, okay, sit down. Let me tell you this. For example, you look at silver, right? Everybody and their grandmama was buying gold, because we already know gold is total value, gold is expensive, gold is this and that. Everybody was buying that stuff, but nobody was looking at silver, right? So I don't used to have silver in my portfolio. I don't used to have it. I usually go for gold. And he said, silver seems to be the riskier asset right now, okay? But people are not understanding the value of silver yet until the time comes. I'm like, I don't get it. He like, dude, I'm telling you, go and research silver and then come back here and talk to me. Being me, what I did, like, yeah, okay, you know what? I'll go look into it. What are the uses of silver? Why should I consider silver to be that important when I can just buy gold? And like, I was going crazy over it, right? I look over here, look over there, research uses of silver. What is? After that research, I called them. I called them right away. I'm like, dude, bro, why did you hide this thing from me for so long? And if you think about it, those of you, I started buying silver in when was this? 2021, I think it was, after the bull run or something like that. My silver has outperformed my gold. If I look at my entry price, my average price, has outperformed my gold. Therefore, if I had started buying silver when I started buying gold, which was around 2017, 2016, I started buying majority of my gold. I actually started into gold around 2013, I think, 2011, 2013. If I had started buying silver back then, my money would have been 3 times bigger than it is with gold right now, because that risk was there, right? The risk was higher in silver back in 2011 than it is today, comparing to gold. Understand me? That is what it is. And then people don't look at it. The same thing right now. We're trying to go to multi-millionaire status. Okay. Bitcoin, store of value, which again on this channel I have told you guys my position on that, which I think is bullshit, but oh well. He still has the hype, right? So I'm going to ride that hype. I don't have much. I only have 30 of them. Well, it's still big, not big bag like a lot of people think. Because when you compare that 30 Bitcoins compared to people that have thousands of them, it's still money. You understand? And I'm going to ride it, like I said. It still has the hype. People are trying to sell it like, hey, the government are going to have it and blah, blah, blah. Everybody and their grandmama, all they're looking at are the green candles. Everybody sees Bitcoin went from less than a cent to now 125,000. The hype is still there. This ETF, they just launched them for 1 year. Okay, they haven't even run for like entire bull cycle. So the hype is still there. And that's why I still believe that Bitcoin will go up, right? In the next bull cycle, probably 300,000 to 400,000. And again, I said, for me, I will reevaluate the market based on where Casper is going to be. Because if Casper is out with everything, the VPROG, everything is done, then yeah, I think Bitcoin is going to suffer a very big hit. Not just Bitcoin. All these layer ones are going to suffer a very big hit. Now, that is the risk. Okay, right now, everybody, just like I told you about gold and silver, right? Everybody and their grandmama is getting into Bitcoin because it's more established. The risk there is little. It's little. The highest risk right now is on Casper, that is still up and coming. Okay, so yeah, again, the higher the risk, the bigger your money. And that's why I'm telling you, you need to be positioned into Casper right now before it becomes like Bitcoin is. Something that most people make a mistake on, okay, every time is that they think, okay, like, listen, it's going to take 20 years. It's going to take 15 years for Casper to get to its original potential, where it's supposed to be. But again, and I keep telling you guys, the heavy lifting, okay, the adoption, whatever crypto can do and all that stuff has been done already. It is not like it was in 2010, 2011 when Bitcoin came out and nobody knew about crypto technology. Nobody knew about it. It has been done. Now people know, like, oh, even those who are so ignorant about it, they know that, hey, meme coin is going to make me money, right? They know, like, okay, my DeFi is going to make me money. It's like right now there is this project. This is like there is this project they call MYX. Okay, a lot of people have been asking me about this project over and over, and I keep telling you, it is not that it's risky. MYX is not the risk. It is the fundamentals on that project. Those are the things that are making me stay away from it. Understand? The fundamentals. When I research a project, I usually research the team. That's number one. You look at the team, let's see what it gives you. Okay? Number two, look at the circulation. How many tokens are there or coins? And how many are circulating? Once you do that, okay, do a ratio. The circulating and the total supply. Do a ratio, and then ask yourself, where would the price go when the supply is out, probably 90% or 100%? What is the price going to go up, or is it going to drop? What is it going to go? Like Casper right now, we are above 90 something percent out, and price is holding steady. So the risk of dilution of somebody coming to dump on you is out of the window. Okay, it's out of the window. But something like MYX, well, you know what, let me show you. I think it's best if you look at it. This MYX, this is the project that people won't let me drink my maxi coffee, my maxi coffee or my maxi mug. Everybody's asking me about this damn thing. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Oh, hold on, let me refresh right quick. Because first of all, that's what you need to do. You get to a project. What you do, you look at the overall, okay, the max overall on the chart. Okay, look at this. Look at that chart. That was my first thing when I look at that chart. Okay, it came out this year, June or something like that. It got bumped up. Okay, it went above over 17, close to $20. Right now, look at where it's sitting at, $3.6. Okay, now this is not even the problem where you can invest. I'm not your financial advisor, but for me, I'm talking about me personally. This is my first red flag. Second red flag is here. Look, now you got to look at this. What is the max supply? 1 billion. Okay, 1 billion coins. That's the max supply. But now look at the circulating supply. 190 million. 1 million in total supply. Okay, but you have I'm sorry, no, 1 billion in total supply, but you have 190 million circulating. That's all you have. Therefore, when you look at this, okay, let's do simple math. That's the first thing that's the second thing I look at. And now I do a simple math, okay? What's the price right now? Price right now is $3.67, right? $3.67. If you want to find out the actual value of this project, okay, what do? Look at this. Take your calculator, okay? What's the market cap? 708 million, okay? The actual price, let's take your calculator right quick. Calculator, use 708 million, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? divided by 1 billion. Okay, 1 billion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This, my friend, is the actual price, not $3. The price is 70 cents. You understand? So now you start making your decisions, okay? Are you going to be crying if all of a sudden this project comes crashing down to 70 cents? Are you going to cry? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, again, it's very tempting, very, very tempting to look at this $3 and go look at YouTube right now. Oh, MYX is going to $300. Oh, it's going to this and that. Again, look at, I know it's tempting. For me, that's how I operate. You look at this thing and you go like, yeah, it's good. It would have been nice, this kind of projects, if you get in right there, here, if you get in there, see, 9 cents. This is another thing that you don't understand. 9 cents. If you have bought this thing at 8 or 9 cents, then you are good. Because like, look at how long it took. It was, what was this? May. Okay, May 5th, the first, look at that, to August. May to August. Okay, if you have bought it there when it was 9, 10 cents, before whatever that happened, shot this price all the way up to what was that? $16. Yep. $16 or even higher, because I think, yeah, this is 17 to $17. If you have bought it at 9 cents and it shot it all the way back up there, and again, that's another thing you have to look at. The price came crashing even when circulating supply was 190 million. What does that tell you? It tells you that, yeah, they haven't got it. It hasn't got there yet. They are going to dilute the market, and once they dilute it, a lot of people are going to be crying and be like, yeah. So yeah, if you didn't take that opportunity at 11 or 9 cents, leave it alone until the market, until it finishes diluting. I know it feels like you are missing out on something. Leave it alone until the dilution is done. Now, let's just say in the future, the diluted, because I'm looking at it, I'm going like, yeah, I don't want to risk my money on it, but I ain't going to touch this thing until dilution is done, or at least it goes 70% above, like total supply, 70% out or 80% out. Then, yeah, maybe I can take a chance at it. There you go. That's a difference between, right now, is a difference between you being a green candle chaser and somebody who is investing for real. We are going from zero to millionaire status. Taking a chance at MYX right now is not that kind of risk that we are looking for. But taking a risk with Casper at 4 or 5 cents right now is better, because look at the difference. Okay, let's see, what is Casper? Look at the difference. KAS. Okay, King Casper. I want to show you the difference. Okay. Oh, okay, 4.4. Look at that. What's this? What's the max supply? 28 billion. Okay, 28 billion. That's the max supply, right? What is circulating supply? 26 billion. So over 90% is out already. See? Now, the only difference here is that you are taking a higher risk because, one, development is happening, and you can see market cap is still very, very low. This project could go either way. Like this kind of things, it's like people who took that chance on Bitcoin. They knew it could go either way. It could be adopted and then blow up the way it did, or it could be drug lords' money and blah, 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 and then nobody uses it. Right? That's either way. But again, why did people choose to use Bitcoin? The monetary system was fucked up. So yeah, that utility was there for it until, as you start to read the white paper, peer-to-peer money could not fly anymore, because people was like, okay, I'm trying to use Bitcoin as money, but it costs me even more than using the normal fiat dollar, right? Therefore, the fictitious store of value started. That's where it is. But Casper right now, you look at it, fast, efficient, decentralized, secure, everything you need on money to be. It cannot be printed, okay? I'm telling you, once Casper starts to hit that $1-2 trillion, you're going to hear store of value. You will hear it. So therefore, Casper's utility is already there. It's not like, oh, we are going to look for it. No, the demand is already there. Casper can be used for peer-to-peer money. Casper can be used for microtransactions, like you going to the store, going to buy your grocery, and it's exactly the same it will cost you as if you are buying your normal grocery right now and paying your normal tax on the grocery. It's the same. So yeah, you start looking at it like, there's something hidden here. And then you look at the architecture. They are going to have a hard fork very soon, which now will enable, like I said, Ethereum. If you look at Ethereum, a lot of layer 2s here, layer 3s here, whatever you want to call them, each of these coins or projects is taking money away from Ethereum. Therefore, Ethereum, the total value cannot be in. Ethereum is suffering in it. That's why Ethereum is struggling. It is not that scalable like a lot of people think. But Casper, everything is going to be on the layer 1. Transactions will be made on the layer 1. Therefore, it's going to make the layer 1 more value. It's something like Solana tried. Solana tried it, the Hakilandia. They tried, and that's why you saw that their transaction volume was high and the price went high, because everything you want to do, you have to convert to Solana first. Those of you dealing on meme coins, you know this. Even though the chain crashes every time, they will tell you like, you know what, Solana network is out. They will tell you that. Even though it crashes, but that's what they try to do. Now comes Casper, is going to do it the way it was supposed to. You have that hard fork coming in, then you have the VPROX coming in. I'm telling you, it's going to be something that when you sit here 5 to 6 or 10 years down the line, Casper is going to be up there, and we're looking at it like, okay, Casper is sitting at $100. It's going to be like people right now hitting their head on the wall, I included, for not buying Bitcoin when it was less than a cent, because I knew when Bitcoin was less than a cent. And it went up to 125,000, right? Imagine it's a project that actually solved the problem that Bitcoin was supposed to solve. What do you think would happen to that price? Now is not the time for it. Now is the time that you are supposed to take that risk. Ask your financial advisor. Now is the time you are supposed to look at it. Be like, again, if a project is solving the problem that Bitcoin could not solve, okay, what do you think would happen to the price? Bitcoin went to that price with the illusion of solving that problem, but it didn't. Now the actual problem that solves it comes along again. What do you think would happen to the price? What do you think? It's not like you don't have to be a mathematical genius to figure out like, yeah, this thing right here, although the risk is so high, when things start to happen, this thing right here is going to give me a situation that I can sit somewhere on a sandy beach with my legs crossed looking at the blue water without having to wonder about anything else. That is the reason why yours truly, I am piling up on Casper. That's why I'm doing it. A lot of you would not it wouldn't make sense to you yet. It won't. Trust me, it won't. Just like, again, back in the day, 2010, 2011, when Da Vinci was telling everybody to buy Bitcoin, it didn't make sense to anyone, right? Right now, those of them that didn't listen, including yours truly, okay, we are regretting it. Because when Bitcoin was less than $1, I had more than 10 grand in my bank account. Imagine if I had just taken $1,000 and bought Bitcoin. Imagine. See? It's the same opportunity but better that is going on right now with Casper. Casper is achieving something that people have never experienced, although we have a taste of it because Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, all of them, they've given us a taste of it. Okay? They've given us a taste of it. Imagine when the actual food comes in and you get to eat it. You understand? So yeah, it is there. You are trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status, but you don't want to take the risk. That is not how it works. That's not how it works. Even the gold itself, gold that people say is a store of value, including yours truly, to get gold is not that easy. People take the risk. They go into the caves. Do you imagine what could happen if that cave like crumbles on you? People go over there, rent equipment for billions and billions of dollars just to dig it out. What if you don't find the gold there? The risk is higher. So the higher the risk, the more value is going to be what you are going to attain from it. You understand? It is there. Do not listen to people. We were talking about it not just a day ago. I was telling you, it is manipulation that's going on in the market. Do not look at Casper's price. It is manipulation. We've never been in a bear market when the fear and greed is in extreme fear. We've never been there. We normally be in a bear market when the fear and greed index is on extreme greed. But the opposite is what we have right now. But everybody, hey, we're going down, we're running. Oh my God, look at that. I told you guys, you have to pay attention. When everybody's running, there is blood on the street. This is the time that you put on your big boy's pants and you start looking. You start looking. A lot of you saw me trying to open that Jasmi trade, right? I open a trade at $100, it gets liquidated. Oh my God, fuck it. I go again, put another $200. I get liquidated. That I don't give a shit. I gotta find which one is gonna be the bottom. Okay? Imagine if I succeed. Maybe I've lost $1,000. Okay? But if I succeed and I find the bottoms, Jasmi goes back up. I'm not going to say to all-time high. Jasmi goes back up to, let's say, 20 cents. I will make probably $200,000 or $300,000. And now, losing that $1,000, was it worth it? Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. So yeah, you need to know. Go with the right people. Go with the right mentality, because it's all in here. You wouldn't know what you are capable of until you really try. Until you really try. When you start to try, it will take you to places. You look at Casper we're talking about right now, 4 cents, 4.5 cents, and everybody's laughing. When it starts to hit that $10 or even $1, those of you who stuck into this train, who stuck into this road with me, we will be laughing. And it's not far away from happening. Trust me, it's not far away. Okay, so yeah, it's up to you. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm telling you, you are capable of greater things that you could even imagine. All it takes is for you to take that risk. All it takes is for you to try. You are more than capable to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. I don't know about you, but I am televising my journey. And we are going to sit here, you and I, we will remember these days. We will. You remember, Casper was at 1 cent. I was saying the same thing. It's going to go to $10. Those of you who got in at 1 cent and sitting at 4 cents right now, you're making profits, right? It is going to come. I'm telling you, there is nobody that is holding you behind other than yourself. It's here, mindset. If you plan to become a multi-millionaire, you are going to be one. Just like I am in my own journey, I am just sharing it with you, okay? Anyways, yeah, I gotta get out of here. I'm just like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. So let's go right quick. Let's go look at the markets. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 20 years. I try to tell you it was manipulation, right? Let's see right quick. Let's see what is crypto bubbles. I try to tell you. Oh, before we do that, let's look at first fear and greed index. I like to look at that thing every day just to give me perspective where we are. What is fear and greed index? Right here. Fear and greed. Stock market is fear. And
I feel like you're just here for this.
Yeah, for fuck's sakes, they always put ads and everywhere. Stock market is in fear. On the crypto market, look at that. Extreme fear. Extreme fear. And then people are still telling you, no, we are in the bear market. yeah. Now watch this. Watch this. Crypto bubbles. Watch this. You see? Yeah. You see? Money is not going to trickle down. Look at Casper. Money is not going to trickle down. You keep telling this to people left and right. Look at Casper. Look. This is the day today. Yeah. It's not going to trickle down. Okay? Those of you looking at MYX yesterday, because it was in the big down the screen, and I kept telling you it is not. Well, it's your own take, okay? It's up to you. But now, look at today. This is today, and what do you see? Bitcoin is making a move, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. I can't hold it in. I can't hold it. I told you yesterday it was manipulation, right? Anyway, now let's first King Kaspa, KAS. What do we have going on here? And what do we have? For the past hour, we are up 3%, 7% up on the day, okay? 15.4% down on the month, on the week, 3.1% up on the month. I usually tell you the daily resets, the weekly resets, the monthly resets, everything is going according to plan. All you got to do is chill, right? And on the yearly, we are down 71.3%. And this is another thing that I use when I open positions. When we are down this much, I hunt for entry position. I don't know about you, but that's what I do. Sitting at a market cap of $1.20 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $28.70 million. That volume is extra low. You see, I was telling you, and now you see the volume has started to creep up, right? Anyways, let's go look at Quant. QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We do have here 0.4% up the last hour, 0.5% up on the day, 13.8% down on the week, 7.2% down on the month, and 46.2% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.1 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at 15.31. Look at that volume again. Oh my God. Look at that volume. This thing is about to run. Oh, well, it's up to you. It's up to you. Now, let's go look at Cubic, see if they're still at war. The war people. Cubic, we do have here 0.1% down the last hour, 5.6% up on the day, 18.3% down on the week, 28.5% down on the month, and 85.2% down on the year. Again, this, I think I'm going to enter this position. I'm going to give it probably Thursday or Friday. I will enter position on this thing because it's been beaten down to 85.2%. So I'm going to do it. Anyway, sitting at the market cap of $77.81 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $2.13 million. Okay, now let's go look at Jasmi, the Japanese Bitcoin. What do we have here? JAS, just like Bitcoin, right? 0.9% down the last hour, 4.7% up on the day, 16.1% down on the week, 26.5% down on the month, and 86.8% down on the year. This is the reason why I opened that position, because yeah, it's been beaten down really good too, sitting at a market cap of $301.65 million and a 24 hours volume sitting at $20.22 million. Again, that volume is also low. Okay, now we're looking at Jonathan's pet turtle, which he called Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. See here, just like Jasmine, 0.3% down the last hour, 1.7% up on the day, 7.1% down on the week, 7.7% down on the month, and 16.6% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.74 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $53.11 billion. Yeah, it looks moderate to me. Not that bad, not that good, not bad. It's just sitting right there. Okay, now let's go look at the trading view. Excuse me. Okay, let's go trading view. I might as well just search for it. There you go. Okay, let it load up for a second. Let's see right quick. Let's see if we have an inverse correlation already, or maybe is it still stuck up in La La Land. Anyways, yeah, we do have here Dixie. Going down, Bitcoin going up. That's exactly what we want to see, an inverse correlation, right? Yeah, that's what we want to see. Let's look at Casper first, and we have here, bam, see? That's what I was telling you guys yesterday. You have to start watching. Those of you who are bearish, I told you, right? You remember? We always have it. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. Now, Bitcoin is making a move. Like I told you guys, TA was useless and it's still when Bitcoin is making a move, because unfortunately, everybody and their grandmama is tied to Bitcoin's hip. So yeah, the first thing you got to know, price always gets attracted to the moving average, right? It always happens, okay? Now, the second thing, if you look at the ribbon, let me zoom it out for you. See? What do you see? We are curving upwards. It hasn't turned green yet. Okay? We are curving upwards. And by the time this thing turns green, this price action will be either touching that moving average or above it. You will see. That's the first thing I usually look. Now you go back, you look at the RSI, you look at MACD, you see? Did you see what I'm telling you? There is no need for panic. People were just selling because of news, front running this week's numbers. That's what is going on. You never want to front run the FOMC numbers. You don't want to do that. But anyways, it's up to you, right? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, let's see. The same thing is happening. First, we are going to wait for the ribbon to turn green on the 1 hour. Price going to that moving average, and then the 4 hours will do its thing. Right now, moving average is sitting around 5 cents. 5 cents, that's what we're sitting at right now. So yeah, sit tight and watch. Look at that ribbon. It has started to curve, right? For me, I'm sitting tight. Okay, that's why for me right now, even trying to do TA is not even useful. I told you guys yesterday, right? You look at it on the daily. Look on the daily. 1 hour reset, 4 hours gonna reset, the daily will follow. But what caught my attention here is where the moving average is sitting. 7 cents. That's where the moving average is sitting. If you follow the same criteria that price always get attracted to the moving average, you are going to see that this thing is going to get above it. Now, one thing that I notice here, okay, is like, let's take a trend line. If you put a trend line here, see, that is a resistance, right? That's a resistance because we couldn't break it, okay? We couldn't break here. We couldn't break here neither. It's a resistance. But what else is forming so far? You have a shoulder here. You have a head. And maybe a second shoulder is forming. You see it? So unless this price goes below this, okay, which is around 3.7 to 3.5, unless it goes below it, this inverse head and shoulder is still intact, which means that this thing will go up back here. And then you do have, again, shoulder, head, shoulder. Now the measurement target, if that is what it is forming, the measurement target, let's take a trend line, will be the lowest it went is right here, and the resistance is right here. Once it breaks out, anywhere it breaks out, let's say it goes above the moving average and breaks out right there, comes back and retests, the target that we are looking at right now will be sitting at let's go on the weekly. See, 12 cents. What have I always told you guys here? Anything under 12 cents is nothing but noise. Imagine we hit 12 cents and break above it. Yep, Casper will get those wings. That means the way to all-time high will start being in play. So I always tell you guys, you see, it's gonna start to play out. Let's just wait and see. Under 12 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents, which is also a lot of resistance right there. We break that, we'll be looking at 18, 19 cents before we start to look at the all-time highs and then into price discovery. Everything is still playing according to plan. Do not panic. I'm telling you again. But anyways, it's your money, right? You are more than free to do whatever you like with it. It's yours, not mine. So if you feel like it, panic. But the way I look at it, this is how people make money. Because people being in extreme fear, everybody and their grandmama is shorting the market. That's what's happening here. Anyways, now let's go look at Quant, QNT, okay? Bankers Coin. Let's see what that Bankers Coin has to say today. Okay, Because again, we are sitting there on the 1 hour and everybody else is still like really crying about it. I'm telling you guys, it is okay. Price is going down because Bitcoin is doing its thing. Okay, now if you look at it, come on, my internet is a little bit slow here. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, if you look at it, the theory that I've been telling these guys, like he was telling me maybe a double bottom, which again, it's beginning to look more like it. Okay, but I'm seeing it, and I said a double bottom coming to test that resistance into support is also at play here. But I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the ribbon. Okay, when I look at the ribbon, you see we are curving up right now. So yeah, it's a little bit of conflicting ideas right there. And then if you look at it on the 4 hourly, look at it. This is another thing that really gets my attention right now. Okay, again, just like you did with Casper. Okay, let's zoom it out just a little bit. Okay, with Casper, you take a trend line. Come on, take a trend line. You know we do have a resistance that is going right there. Okay, because I told him I don't think it's a double bottom. I think it's a broadening wedge. That's what we are forming right here. And then you take another one. If you take another one, you put it right there. Oh, come on. You put it right there. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's why it's working on the phone is really, really difficult. What do you see? We have support. Let's make it a little longer. Right there. We have support and we have resistance. Therefore, it is, you see how it bounces, right? It bounces, it's being 3 times up, 3 times down. So it went here, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So next one might be again. Try that again. Or like I told him, I said you have to watch also that this right here, okay, it might be 1, 1, 1, 1. It breaks this, okay, and comes and retests this original resistance turn into support, and then up we went. Now if you look at it that way, it means that price might come down, test that, come back above it, use that as support, and up it went. Okay, so everything here depends on what Bitcoin is going to do. So if you are really panicking about it, that's up to you too, because as you can see, the price has also started to move according to what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, now if you look at it on the daily, it's even more interesting. Very, very interesting that, okay, let me change this. And now if we turn it all the way down here, you see that Quant is respecting the same resistance and now support. That's what Quant is respecting. And then you can also see that they are higher lows. Okay, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. If you can see that, again, that is a resistance that Quant is busily respecting. So yeah, everything is playing according to plan to me. I'm just sitting tight and I'm waiting. And that's why I keep telling people, hey, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Okay, if you panic, you are going to lose a lot of money. Once we cross that $125, next target is going to be 151. Above that, 164. There is a little bit of resistance at 176, but I think it will break it fast enough. And then above that is 211. Yeah, there's also some resistance there before we start getting to that 230. Okay, anything between 230 and all-time high is like clear skies. You hit all-time high, Quant will get into price discovery faster than you can say MMJ we are rich. I'm telling you already, okay? It will get there, and a lot of people gonna make a lot of money, and others will be in yeah. You will see it, okay? You will get it. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at Bitcoin, okay? Although with Bitcoin, like I already said, yeah, I don't think there is much to be looked at over there, because these guys are manipulating Bitcoin to the best. They are manipulating Bitcoin, and it is just like you see it happening. You know how you feel so powerless, you can't do nothing about it. You feel so, look at that, this is Bitcoin. This is so, look, they dump it, they pump it right back up, they dump it, next thing you're going to see, they're going to pump it right back up. Even Okay, let's try to look at it on the 4 hour because it makes more sense. It expands the chart even higher. And when you start to look at it that way, it begins to make even more sense, okay? Because right now, everybody and their grandmama, they are in extreme fear, okay? Extreme fear, meaning that these bastards we call market makers, they are going to play it. They're going to play it just the way they want because most people are not paying attention. Look at that chart. They drop it, they pump it, they drop it, they drop it, they pump it, they drop, they pump. And that has been the new norm. That has been the new norm ever since the ETFs and all that nonsense began. That has been the new norm. Look at the ribbon. Ribbon does not even have a chance. It tries to turn red, it goes back to green. It turns green, it goes back to red. And look at it right now. What do you see? It has already started curving. So yeah, they are manipulating this thing, and it's all based on what the macroeconomy is doing. If you look at it on the daily, look. Now, this price action you're looking at right now is because people are anticipating the numbers for this week. The inflation numbers, the PCI, and all that nonsense that is going to come out from the macroeconomy. That's what's happening. And I told you yesterday it was because there is manipulation. They are manipulating the market. That's what it is. If you fall for it, you will lose a lot of money. Bitcoin, my friends, they are going to push it. Trust me, they are going to push it to that $150,000, $160,000. They're going to push it. There's not two ways about it. And you will see. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Okay, but before we do that, guys, I do not condone leverage trading. I don't. Leverage trading is the fastest way and easiest way you can lose your money. Very easy if you don't know what you're doing. Now, you can learn if you want to learn. I learned by I was doing trying and errors. That's how I learned how to leverage trade. Down below, I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and MYX exchange. Okay, follow any of those links, sign up. Although I do recommend Bydfi, then you can try maybe Margex. Bydfi, then MYX, and then Phemex, and the last one is Margex. Okay, follow the links, sign up. They are going to give you free money if you qualify, if you meet their deposit requirements. They're going to give you free money. Once you get that free money, my friend, take $20 out. Don't rush it. What have we been talking about in this channel? Patience, right? Don't rush. Be patient. Take $20 and practice. How to open a trade, how to close the trade, how to scale it up, how to scale it down, how to take partial profit. If you want to use stop losses, how to put them, how to put a trailing stop loss, and stuff like that. Once you learn that, you can then start to practice, okay? If you can turn $20 into 40, okay? 40 into 80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, then you are ready. You're ready to go. You feel me? You're ready to go. If you cannot do that, my friends, keep on practicing, because if you don't, you are going to be the next, okay? The next citizen of Rex City. Trust me, there is always room for one more. Always room. I'm hoping that that one more is not you. Okay, so please be careful when you go do leverage trading. Also down below there, I do have Acorn. Acorn is a platform I'm using to teach my next generation how to trade on stocks and ETFs, precious metals, and all kind of stuff. The link is down there. This one, you don't need to meet a deposit. Once you sign up, use that link and sign up. They are going to give you, they will get you $5. You get $5. It's not much, but it's a way it starts a journey for you. Okay, that's how it is done. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we start with Bydfi, which again, you guys know, I'm trading King Casper, Quant, and I just opened a Jasmi trade. Okay, let's refresh this right quick. Okay, as you guys can see, my overall is sitting at $6,000. See, I am an aggressive trader. Market goes down, my position goes down aggressively. Market goes up, my positions go up aggressively. You guys do remember not long ago, a few days ago, this position was sitting at $12,000, right? But hey, that's not what I'm looking for. We will see by the end of the market, see where this thing is going to be sitting. But anyways, if you go look at the contracts, you will see that here, you remember that Jasmi trade, right? It kept getting close, I open, close, I open. Look at it now. On that Jasmi trade, I'm going to scale it up probably Thursday or Friday. I am up $223. See, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. That's me, right? You can see it right there. I trade 50x and I don't use stop loss. Okay, and you can see now my Casper. Look at that. Yesterday we were down like what, $200? Today my Casper, I am up $127 in profit. I told you it was manipulation, didn't I? Still the same thing. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. Now, last but not the least, my Quant. Quant, I am still down $4,400 approximately. Yesterday I was down, I think, $5,000. But it's still the same thing. Like I said, I don't panic. I trade at 50x and I sit tight. I watch. Okay. Now let's go look at next one is going to be Phemex. On Phemex, let's see. I trade King Casper. Okay, that's the only one there. I think I want to open a position on Jasmi too on this one. But anyways, let's refresh it right quick. Okay, my overall is sitting at $1,190 approximately, as you guys can see. On the contract, you will see that here I am up $91. That's what it is. Just the same situation. You can pause it if you want to. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. That's me. Okay. Last but not the least, let's go look at MYX Exchange. On MYX Exchange, I am trading King Casper, and I'm also trading Quant. Okay, my overall here is we're sitting at $1,680, as you guys can see. Now, if you look at my contracts on my Quant, I am up $104. Just like I told you, it was manipulation, right? It's not there yet, but hey, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. On my Casper, I'm just breaking even right now, $8, and that's the same thing. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop losses. Okay, you can pause it and then you can look at the numbers if that's what you're interested in doing. Anyways, now let's go look at last but not the least, Acorn. You guys already know they're my kid. I'm showing my kid how to trade on stocks and ETFs. Okay, now if you let's refresh this right quick. Okay, as you guys can see right now, we are sitting at $619. He's doing pretty good, guys. If a 9-year-old can do this, you can also do it. It's that simple. Okay, anyways, now let's look at this portfolio right quick. Let it load up. Let's see 653. I like that. It just gained 3 cents. That's nice. Today, as you guys can see, is up 1.56%. Now on the stock side, we do have the S&P 500 sitting at almost $292. We do have medium companies, IJH at $37. We have small companies sitting at 18.5. Okay, which is good. And now also we have international companies, which again we've been seeing a lot of movement on that. So whether the market goes up or down, I'm trying to teach him to keep on investing. But anyways, you look at the bonds and the ETFs. Okay, we do have short-term bonds sitting at 37.60. This US aggregate is something that again I keep pushing him for, because if the how you say it, hold on, give me a second. If they peg these US treasuries, okay, to the stable coins, you are going to see the aggregate bonds start to grow. So yeah, we're taking that chance, and I'm trying to steer him into that direction. I'm trying to make him start to think like a big investor now. Okay, so as you guys can see, everything looks okay in that account. Start teaching your next generation about investing, because unfortunately, they don't teach those things at school. They don't. My goal is that by the time my son is 20, God willing, and I'm here, his account will be huge, bigger than mine when I was 20. That's my goal. Okay, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please, I know I said it before, but please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to also like and comment. Okay, it's not taking you a long time, just 1 second just to click that like button. Don't forget to comment, because I am interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. Even if you don't have a comment, drop an emoji. Okay, a crying one, a laughing one, I don't know which one, just drop one. Okay, also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one, my friends, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye bye.